You guys started, I think, 1 of 8 from 3, and then hit 6 of your next 7. Was it just staying confident, staying in rhythm, and trusting that shots were going to fall?
Well, I think we all know we're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. So, I mean, even if we're starting off bad, we know that next shot we always think it's going to fall. So, just keep shooting and having confidence. I think it's what we have.
What do you guys think was the biggest key to the offensive rebounding advantage, and then turning those rebounds into second chance points, which was huge in the final score?
We talked about before the game just our effort. This is a team that plays hard, so just our relentless effort to just keep going. Eventually, the game will reward you for getting those offensive rebounds.
What's it say about the toughness of this team? They had a chance to cut it to 3 late, and you guys quickly pushed it back to 11 to kind of put it away.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is a great team, and we knew that going in, they're going to be one of the toughest, hardest playing teams that we play. So, I mean, just, hitting them hard and boxing them out off the glass, and, just being physical and, not to get relaxed, because even when we did have a lead, they came back and fought. So, just stay poised and then, finish the game out.
Kevin, same question for you.
Can you repeat the question for me?
They cut it to. They had a chance. They cut it to 5. Had a chance to cut it to 3, and you guys kind of bowed up at that point in time. They missed the front end and quickly headed back to 11. Just the toughness that you guys show in that stretch.
Yeah, I think it just goes back to our togetherness and just the way we lean on each other. We get in those moments, and coach coaches us hard, but we just try to stay together. Whatever's going on for anybody, we just stay together, move to the next play, and play for play, it just works itself back up.
For either of you, you guys are 4-0 in a pretty tough league on the road. What's the secret?
I don't think Coach Mack gives up the secret, but it's just play hard and play for each other. And whenever we get coached, try to get to the next play as quickly as we can and just stay together. That's what we lean on, just lean on each other.
Yeah, I think, the sense of urgency we have on the road, and especially in tough environments, is what propels us, I think.
Questions.
Speaking of tough environment, obviously first time playing here at Fifth Third Arena for you guys since Cincinnati joined this conference. Just what were your thoughts on the environment tonight?
I think it was amazing. I mean, arena's nice. They had a lot of fans in the stands, so I know this is definitely a good place to play in, I think.
I thought it was electric just from the jump when we came in, and just the environment just coming out of warm-ups was elite. So good environment for sure.
All right, thank you guys, Coach.
Thanks, fellas.
Next one. Questions, Coach McCasland on tonight's win.
Yeah, Wes has a super physical team, and going into this game, we knew it would be a tough environment, but we also knew that their ability to guard and turn people over was really a huge part of how we handled this environment and how we handled the ball pressure. And we really focused on trying to play inside out, but if we had an open look from 3, that we were going to be aggressive. We weren't going to try to wait and hunt for a better one if we felt like we got a great one. And I thought our team just embraced that. We ended up giving up 3 offensive rebounds, but that was late in the game, and thought we really were playing the game in a way that gave us a chance to win over the course of it. We didn't get our best game from a few of guys that we've been counting on, but that's what makes a team great, is young guys like Christian Anderson and Kevin Overton coming through in an environment on the road. And my favorite part about the way they came in the game is neither one of them were trying to get a feel for it. I thought they were aggressive defensively and offensively from the jump. And it's a long season, the Big 12 is. I mean, it's the first time we've ever played 20 games. I'm blessed to be able to play in this league and then coach in it as an assistant and then be a head coach in it. And man, it takes everybody, and you hear it in these guys talking to each other. They do really enjoy being around each other, and they fight for each other. In these timeouts, I'm on them pretty good, and they said it, but they do fight for each other. And so this environment, I think, lends itself to bringing our team together, and what a great effort I thought we had defensively in the second half, and our ability to get defensive rebounds and not turn the ball over was the difference.
Darian Williams didn't have a great game, but it felt like his action on the front side of the play kind of impacted the defense on the backside. Was that something you guys saw on tape that, they're maybe going to sag a little bit, and if you move it, make the extra pass, and there's going to be somebody open?
These guys said it. We're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country, so how do you play inside out? And I thought in the first few minutes of the game, we did rush some threes and shot perimeter threes without getting the ball on the inside, and give them a lot of credit because Wes has got them playing well defensively. But as the game goes on, JT and the ability to go down in there and make baskets, and then you got to make a decision, how are you going to guard us? And then with Darian Williams, they brought different defenders, and then it opens up the next action, and then eventually on those short rolls it starts to open up, and then they really collapse and do a good job of being active. And I thought we were ball strong and made it to the next play. So really JT and D5 and really Darian Williams do a great job of attracting, and they may not get the assist either because it's 1-to-1 and then we're shooting it. So a lot of great possessions that those guys started the possession, and that's what you love about being a part of a team and being the best player like Darian is on our team.
Have you held a team to 3 offensive rebounds yet?
Honestly, I couldn't even think through it looking back, but I did know that they only had 1 offensive rebound until they got that offensive rebound on the box out, which Mitchell tapped it in, and JT got beat over the top, and we didn't pinch that correctly, and I was begging him because I knew it was coming. They're such an athletic guy, and they move so well, and he just beat him to the middle. So yes, I was aware of the fact that we were defending and rebounding well, but I don't know anything about that number.
Coach, 32 bench points tonight from you guys. How important is it to have guys like Kevin Overton and Christian Anderson step up when maybe some of your starters don't exactly have it going?
Yeah, my favorite part is neither one of those guys turned the basketball over. Both of them had no turnovers, and both of them ended up with 5 rebounds, one with 5 and one with 4. And so those 2 young guys ended up being 2 of our leading rebounders, and that's what we have got to be great at. Because Aziz, I know he wasn't feeling great and sounded like he was maybe a little banged up going into this game, but I thought our guards rebounding down felt like every ball that was bouncing off we had somebody there to go get it, and we were beating them to those basketballs, and that usually ends up being the recipe for winning on the road.
Kind of going off that with Anderson specifically, 18 tonight, also had 18 against Iowa State. What have you seen him do so well as a young player to impact against really good defensive teams?
Yeah, he's relentless in his approach of being great. He really is. He finishes first on all our sprints. Not very many freshmen in the country do that. You can run a 44, which is 40, 4 trips down and back in 44 seconds, and he'll finish first. He's ultra competitive. He lacks the nuance of the physicality that's required defensively in this league. You saw him kind of foul in those in-between moments, but it's not for a lack of effort and savvy. He just doesn't quite have the body quite yet to do what he wants to do. But man, his urgency, like he talked about, is always on. And he's got an unbelievable feel for the game. He really does. He's just got a knack for it, and give credit to his family and to his coaches, because when we got him in the summer, I told people this dude's real. And it's his approach that makes him real. He's got talent, but talent doesn't win in this league alone. There's a character to this and a willingness to do what the team needs, and he just doesn't bat an eye in these environments. He comes in here and competes, and I think you see it when you hear him talk. He's still young. He still doesn't know what everybody's supposed to be doing yet. That's what we're working on, getting him where he sees everybody and knows how to orchestrate the whole thing. But Elijah Hawkins really helps him too. It takes the pressure off of handling every possession. That's an underrated guy for us. And he didn't shoot it well tonight, neither did Darian Williams, but they've been the reason why we've been winning. That's what makes this team awesome. We can play 9 guys, I think, legit in this league, and that's a separator.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.